What's up, Reno Bros? Welcome to your week 10 video.
10.
We've done it. I am out of fingers for the number of weeks, but I am not out of guests. So, Steven, what's going on?
Not much, man. Just getting fired back up, hoping for some health, praying for good hamstrings, praying for good Achilles, praying for non-broken legs so that running backs can start in their designated drafted position on my team, and this team doesn't end up being the trash fire it's been all season.
Right. Yeah, no, that's part of one of the reasons why I kind of tactfully picked you for this week is because all signs indicate that you are getting a big boost this week by the name of Christian McCaffrey. So, are you stoked?
I need him to save me in more than just this league.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm so glad because he needs to save the 49ers season too, right?
Yes. Yes.
They're staying afloat, but they're not a Super Bowl team without him.
Absolutely not.
So
Absolutely not
they might
without
not be a Super
him.
Bowl team with him, but
Yeah, yeah, I think we're not a betting favorite by any means. Even with him and even with whatever that defensive tackle we traded for earlier today.
hmm,
Not that stoked, but okay, yeah, no. So I got kind of hyped up because I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hype up Steven, like he's getting Christian McCaffrey back, and I was like, in this scoring, I feel like Christian McCaffrey is probably an average of like 25 points a game, like pretty much locked in, maybe even a little more.
hmm,
And so I looked back, I was like, well, like, what would you be if you had gotten 25 points more a game
hmm.
this whole season? And I was disappointed to find out that you would be one game better in your
Well,
in
yeah.
standings.
It's
You-
one game further away from having to make a video.
yeah, you'd
That's
be 3-6 instead of 2-7.
uh, uh
But
right. It's
I'd forgotten too, you've got Isaiah Pacheco, who I think we're expecting at the end of this month.
yeah, I thought it was definitely by the time playoffs roll around. So he's if you need a push, I need a wide receiver. I could use a quarterback. Hit me up. I'm happy to try and move, pieces that are gonna be good when they're back. Stop trying to lowball with your trash. I'll just, hang on to a broken piece so that they can keep me out of the toilet bowl
Yeah,
this
this has been
season.
it. This has absolutely been the year of the low ball garbage
Oh
offers.
man.
I've
Yeah.
been guilty of a few myself. I will admit. But yeah,
I don't
got
blame.
a nice shit offer from Jesse today. So I hadn't seen one of those in a while. Usually that like Junior has taken over Jesse's like
I was gonna say it's a day
throne.
that ends in Y. Did you get a junior offer?
No, I have not gotten many Junior offers this year. But yeah, it used to be Jesse was the poo spewer, and then Junior came and took his crown. But all right, well let's talk about week 9 real quick. Any takeaways that you had?
Not particularly. I thought it was a pretty kind of mellow week beyond the games being competitive. I'm going to the Tampa 49ers game this weekend.
Nice.
So I was exciting to see that they actually are still going to have a respectable kind of offense, given that they
Yeah.
lost both of their starting wide receivers.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
you took the Chiefs to the wire,
I
so
took the Chiefs to the wire. So this was kind of the week of making do for a lot of offenses that had lost quality pieces.
yeah.
It seemed like a lot of, strong offenses with either a missing piece going up against a really strong defense. Whereas this week you've got a lot of good offenses going up against some pretty trash defenses with, the Ravens playing the Bengals. I know the Dolphins are playing a trash defense. I expect to be a high flying set of points and a lot of blowouts. I had
Yeah.
plenty of locks. I did not have a lot of people that I was confident in
Ooh,
with an upset.
really? See,
Yeah, I
we're
had
the
two locks
opposite.
easy.
This is a good segue because I did not I was struggling with my locks. So
Mm.
that like I said, that's a great segue. Let's just get into our week 10 pick'em. And so you seem pretty stoked about your locks. Sorry, that's an old chub ring filled out there. Um, Go
Got a
ahead
lot
and
at the
start
bottom.
us
I
off. You don't
appreciate
have to
that.
take a lock, but go ahead and start us off with a pick for week 10.
Oh, easy is lock is koozie over vote, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, I had that one written down.
Yeah, I'll take the easy point one, but I also had you over Peter as a lock if you wanted to trade and make it spicy. I thought Peter's team was looking pretty garbage,
No,
and
no, 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 no.
especially this week.
This is part of the game. You got to go. You got to get yours. The guest is down, so I'm gonna let you guys keep going first until either we tie or you take the lead. So yeah, I had that one written down. I was like, initially when I saw that score, I was like, well, Vogt must just have not updated his lineup. But Vogt's team is on bye this week, And
Hmm.
so, yeah, no, Kuzi's team is definitely arrow up right now. Now that he's gotten, well, I mean, yeah, he's got Amon Ra balling out. Justin Jefferson's great. Baker Mayfield
Yeah,
hasn't really taken a step back. So, yeah, no, I like that. K Dotton, like,
it's been surprisingly good,
yeah,
especially now that there's no other competition.
yes. But I will say too, wouldn't shock me if Vogt makes like four trades before tomorrow or Thursday, and his team looks entirely different. So, yeah, Vogt is definitely the king of like moving guys around for bye week purposes.
Yes,
So
he is.
that could be interesting. Okay, I like that pick. I'm going to. I think. I think I'll just man.
There's another easy one, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna lock Jesse over Connor.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. What was your? Well, we
Oh,
can go
Joe
into
over me.
that. See, I actually have you beating Joe.
Oh, I'm happy with that. That works. I could use the good
Um,
karma.
yeah, I think you could beat Joe this week. But either way, yeah, I'm taking Jesse over Connor. This one actually should be, I think, a pretty high scoring affair.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't love my team this week. Otherwise, I did have myself beating Peter, but yeah, I do think Jesse's just got all around a better team, and
Hmm.
so I think Jesse takes care of Connor. But all right, Steven, go ahead and give me your next pick.
I guess well, if I pick is free, so I guess I'm taking Joe over me for that. Like, I just, if you're looking at the lineups, he's got two players that are still, Segued is out, and Olave and Njoku, and Mason Rudolph's probably going to start for me, but just my RB2 spot is dead, man. Singletary is hot trash. Allen's barely in the offense, it seems. Ray
But you're
Ray
gonna get
McLeod is the
Dobbins, and you could get CMC.
he- I'm going to get CMC this week, but CMC is going to be on a pitch count,
Yeah,
So you can't trust a for RB back week one off of what was tendonitis functionally. It's like he's on a pitch count the rest of the season probably.
yeah, could
Uh,
be, could
you
be.
fingers
All right.
crossed he gets up to 20 on average, but I don't know. I don't know.
All right, good pick there. All right, well, I'm gonna take an upset. I'm between two. Let's see here. I'm between Tanner over Tommy and Ari over Junior.
Mm,
Ari over Junior is just kind of like a coin flip because these teams are so stacked. Uh,
hmm.
but then Tanner over Tommy is kind of spicy. I actually don't love Tommy's matchups this week. Um, And you know what? For the sake of being spicy, I'm going to take Tanner over Tommy.
Okay.
Let's do it. I'm a little more confident with Ari over Junior, but fuck it. I'm feeling spicy. Why not call your shot? Yeah, I think Tanner beats Tommy. I don't love Tommy's matchups. I think Pittsburgh's
Hmm.
D is tough, and I could lock up Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin. Rico Dowdle going against Philly. Philly's have been playing really good defense of late, so I'm going with I'm going to stick with that one.
Okay. I'm taking then on the upset side. I'm going to take the other side of your. Oh wait, no, I'm going to take Connor over Jesse. I think there
Ooh, I cannot
for
let
the
you do
week.
that because that
Okay,
matchup has
you
already
haven't.
been taken.
Yeah, okay, okay. I thought since I was taking the other side of the lock, I could take it
No, we got to
as
get
a
every
as an
matchup
upset.
covered.
Who does that leave me with between the two
So
teams here?
you're
I
taking
got
Ari over Junior
over
or
Junior.
Peter over me.
Oh man, that's Ari over Junior. I mean, that's it's not really an upset at 59
Kind of
51.
a
I mean,
coin
they're
flip,
neither
right?
are. They're both 51 49 at the
It's
moment.
kind of a coin
Uh,
flip.
yeah, I don't want to do that. I mean, I guess I'm gonna take Peter over you. Sam Darnold's been surprisingly good in fantasy. Cousins got a shot. Man, if Brees Hall can't run on Arizona, he can't run, period. Like I don't like betting against two Dolphins, but you just at some point you gotta
Well, you
find
can
a way
take
to get some
Ari over
positive EV.
Junior.
Nah, I don't feel it. Not feeling
Okay.
it.
Well, I think I might take Ari over Junior. Let's see here. Which matchup I like more? Um, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take Ari over Junior. So kind of two upsets, but again, those two are pretty close. So I'm taking Ari over Junior. All right, there you go. So Steven, you've got a lock of Kuzi over Vote, and Peter upsetting me, and then Joe to take care of business with you. I'm locking Jesse over Connor. I've got Tanner upsetting Tommy, and I think Ari handles Junior this week. So that is your week 10 pick'em. Votsky brought the guest back in the last one. So 3-point game. That could definitely happen this week. So we'll see. I think there's one, maybe two more pick'em weeks. So
Mhm.
still a toss up. But okay, so that concludes what I've got for week 10. Steven, why don't you tell me what you got on your mind? What do you got to say for
I
the
gotta
league?
I want to thank the league for finally getting its shit together and deciding to pub stomp on Tanner and make him the most points against so that I have finally relinquished that crown. It feels good to be unburdened with not having the little shit emoji right next to my team. You know, 2-7 versus 1-8. It's the little edges you find in life, but that's the one I can get. And you know, I'd rather be doing this than paying attention to politics. Thank God.
Yeah, right.
Uh,
Yes. No, it is election night, which I am blissfully not intentionally not paying attention to because it doesn't make me happy. And so it's insane that fantasy football makes me more happy than politics. Actually, now I'm just thinking about that because fantasy football is a lot of pain too.
it's miserable too sometimes.
Yeah, it's somehow less miserable than our current political state. Even Steven says so, and he's lost what? I mean,
Uh,
what were Pacheco and CMC like percentage wise
oh,
of your fab budget?
oh,
Let's
50
see.
probably.
Yeah, so CMC 56 and let's
So a little
see.
under 50%.
Yeah, and then
But they
Pacheco
were my two biggest bids for sure.
28. So
Mhm.
you were what? 80, no, 90 something? Is that
Yeah.
right?
So that's, you know,
94?
that's 40,
Yeah,
yeah,
almost 50% of your
48%.
fab. And you've
That's
gotten
on
a combined, like what, 3 weeks? We had
uh
2 weeks of Isaiah
Fuchs of
Pacheco
Pacheco.
before he
Yep.
went down.
He at
So
least he
yeah,
at least got me to a respectable, you know, number before he broke his leg. I appreciated
yeah,
getting 23 points. I think I lost that week, but he at least got me to a respectable number of points.
yeah. No,
Um,
that was brutal. I actually I had went the exact same route. I went CMC Pacheco to start
mhm.
a family league, and yeah, I'm sitting at 3-6. So
And right, the high volume RBs have been money makers in this league.
yeah,
The quarter point per rush and the full and the half a point per reception, it really does equal a high amount of, you know, added EV for those guys in particular. And especially with, you know, the cover two just taking away all this wide receiver production that was a little unexpected. Like even the top tier wide receivers aren't up there where they usually are.
yeah,
Uh,
no, absolutely. I
so
stand by. Process was right. I was like, I think this is the year of the running back, and I
yeah.
invested in it, and yeah, it just didn't quite pan out for those two guys. But yeah, no, it's been a weird year. The NFL does this. I think it's part of what makes fantasy fun is that definitely everybody was in on the receivers this year, and the
Mhm.
running backs are where the value was. So you got to zig when others zag. So it's been fun. I appreciate that. It's not like it's not formulaic in
I'm so glad we're on first down points now, by the way. Like that is far more a representation of like the actual value a player adds to your team as
Yeah,
opposed to
it's
the
just it's crazy when a tight end gets like an 11-yard reception for a first down, and that's like a four
yeah,
point
that's
play.
I was just about to say 2 points for a tight end is way too spiky, but we're trying stuff out. I don't mind it, but
Yeah,
as long as
no,
we
we're
correct
going
that,
to.
correct that a little.
I think we're gonna dial it down a little bit. Maybe we go down to like a half point for first downs and stuff like that. I think we're gonna dial it back a little bit next year. But we'll just kind of take a look at the scoring and see what that means. But no, it's definitely been
Yeah.
exciting, and it's when you're like it's fun when you're watching the game and like
Mhm.
your running back gets like a 9-yard carry and gets stopped at the one, and you're like, no, he totally got that first down. Like, let's see the replay. And
Well, and
yeah, no,
it makes
it's
those,
exciting.
you know, fourth and one dives super
Yeah,
valuable plays too, right? That 0.1 yard that you would normally get is actually a real tangible point.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I
Well,
would take it back on the reception volume points as opposed to taking it back on the first down points. But like that's an off-season discussion. We don't have to
yeah, yeah,
dig that hard.
absolutely. And then the other thing too, I like that our quarterback kneel downs are positive points because a 1 yard
It
a
counts as a
minus
quarter
one
point.
yard rush is still nets you positive. So if your quarterback did good enough to be kneeling down at the end of the game, you get a little bit positive points there. So
Yeah.
I like that. All right, Steven. Thank you. Thank you, Reno Bros, for watching. And we end this video as we always do with a peace out, Reno
Out.
Bros.